Wow, I've been going on for like 2 minutes. Can you hear me now?
Oh, no
Oh,
worries.
oh dear. There's people on stream and video could not hear me at all. Uh,
Oh,
I'm not sure what happened there. Should be good now. I can see
you
the.
said all those things there. No one will see them.
Okay. Anyway, basically what I said was I got the deluxe battle pass from BMG. They generously gifted it to me because I'm a Brawlhalla partner, and we're just kind of gonna react to all the cutscenes essentially. Mike is better. Excellent. Cool. Thank you very much. Chat, much appreciated. Anyway, um, so yeah, my final form, I'm guessing that refers to Mordex. We have Octavius looking good. I would have liked it if it was human Mordex, but this is also pretty cool as well. Oh yeah, the Exalted Lion colors, although I do have Universal, so this is not a problem. I will watch all these episodes in a bit. High Priestess Indifference. More colors. Episode 3. Honor Bound Facepalm. I like he's just clutching the bridge of his nose. That's awesome. Atrophius, hello. Good to see you in chat. I'm also recording this for YouTube as well. Soulbound Sweat. Fang and Claw, the new boots. And yeah, I will react to all the cutscenes one after the other. Azot Astonishment. I do love this one, having like Azot's various faces. Of course, Exalted Lion, which... How did I not get this? How did I not get this one before? I do have Universal Exalted Lion colors. I don't know. But this is the Kratos one, right? This is the Kratos color on Zol. Uh, I stand with I stand with Mordex. Does anybody is anybody in their right mind, unless they're actually a villain, stand with Mordex? Like,
If
come
you
on.
really like Mordex.
If you really if I guess if you really like Mordex, maybe. For those of you in chat and in the video, I do have some people from the lore Discord server in VC to kind of live react with them as well. But yeah, here we go. Also, I did want to sort of point out that because I have the Deluxe Battle Pass skin, I got the Survivor of Helheim title. There's that sidekick, that kind of like gold kind of angel cherub looking thing, and then there's that lion's roar emote as well. And also because I was at least tier 70, I also, I believe, got 160 mammoth coins as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did. 200. I have 290 mammoth coins now. That's higher than I had before. Also, I love this search feature. My gosh, this search feature is absolutely fantastic. So if I were to like,
You not got that before?
no, that's brand new as of this patch. So if I type book, oh, I'm not sure how that happened. I'm supposed to. Okay, there's something weird going on with typing BOOK. Oh, there's nothing that says book on it. What if I wanted to let's see. I don't know. Mad Genius Scarlet. Yeah, so so the word mad is in Dalmadon Lin Fei, and then the Mad King, and then Mad Genius Scarlet. Or, you know, I think if you there we go. If you type chest, then all the chests will be there and stuff. So it's fantastic. I love search features. It's awesome. Anyway, the most important thing is, of course, the cutscenes. So this is the first time we've got cutscenes. Now, here's what I know about the cutscenes so far. I know that they are generally like this very simple visual novel, visual novel style. Some people have said slideshow, basically. I am aware of that. I have noticed that some people online, you know, Discord, Twitter, whatever, have expressed a good amount of frustration with this, hoping for something a lot better. Personally, at least from the very little that I've seen, I don't know what happens in the story. I've just seen a few screenshots. Personally, I'm not really that disappointed because I'm more happy that it's here at all. We'll see if that feeling changes after I look at all of this. But yeah, here we go. I'll also increase the volume. Not sure if you guys will be able to hear it very much on... Okay, here we go. So, let's check out these cutscenes. Looks like there were about 5. So here we go. The Order of the Exalted Lions was a group of great pride and honor. But greed and ambition lurked behind members even in the highest ranks. I realize my portrait is covering, my camera is covering over the text, so there we go, that should fix it. This is the story of the fall of the OEL. You won't get away with this, Octavius. Ah, but with you out of the picture, my plans will be all but assured. Take a good look at the OEL, for it would be the last time you ever see it as you knew it. Not that you will ever see it again. I love the use of the render tool here. I will say, because the render tool has gotten a lot more extensive and more powerful. You're basically able to use pretty much any pose that a legend can make and have any face on it. So that's why you can see like Diana's more like surprised face with that stance. It's great. No. I like the use of that. I think that was that might have been the Hellfire KO, maybe from season 1 or something. Now, with that pesky do-gooder out of my way, I can finally start the real work. Summoning Azot will be no small feat. I shudder to admit, but I will need some help to rid myself of the Order once and for all. Ooh, we have a silhouette of honor-bound cross here. Okay, alright. And now we're going to go to episode 2. I saw somebody left a message here. Suzu said in a chat, in a Discord chat, it's a real treat to see the legends interacting. I agree. I just love being able to see the legends interacting just in general. So, all right, let's continue. Ugh. Oh, so now we're in like Fabled City or something? Why, you little, get back! Ah! I had him. My apologies. I didn't mean to spoil your fun. That's interesting. He's like, he kind of like has the partial transformation, then goes back to his human form. I don't like it, but I suppose I owe you one now. A sense of guilt. Oh, that that huge grin that Octavius has. A code of honor. What can I do for you? I have need of a hunter's skills. There are rumors of a powerful priestess deep within the Underdwell, and tracking her on my own has been no small feat. Is that all? Fine. Follow me. Much appreciated. What do I call you, huntsman? Cross. And you? You may call me Mordex. Interesting. He's not even going by Octavius. Cross and Mordex venture forth through the thick forest of the Feywild in search of the powerful priestess. Okay, yeah, so this is considered like part of the Feywild, right? Which, you know, Battle Pass 6 and all of that, Season 6. And Diana and Mordex, I think they both have the Feywild tag, so like on their legend pages. And I assumed that meant that Mordex dragged Diana through the Feywild into Helheim, and so that's probably why Mordex is in the Feywild in the first place. Okay, episode 3. Oops. There we go. In the Feywild again. What are you doing? Quiet. The trail went cold. I'm looking for tracks. Don't you mean footprints? What kind of trail could a priestess possibly make? Okay, wise guy, who's helping who here? You will both need help for daring to trespass in my domain. Hello, Phil Unknown. There's the priestess. Found her. Who are you to seek an audience with me? I come with a proposal, priestess. The OEL's reign is coming to an end with the banishment of their most skillful hunter. Together, with your power, we could topple the keep once and for all. We? Are you not a hunter yourself? I usually dispatch your kind one by one. In name only. I have no interest in their paltry ideals. The artifacts in the vault are the only things of value to me. I appreciate your eagerness, but you overlook their resilience and firepower. The three of us would fall before breaching the front gate. What about with this? Oh, interesting. So Azot's axe is like an artifact. Nice face. Like, ooh, where'd you get that? A rusty cleaver. Illyria's end. This belonged to the cursed one, Azot. Will it be a strong enough catalyst to summon him? Yes, I can work with this. I see how Cross is like flipping his coin. And, oh, that's so cool. There's actually like a, not really animation, but it's like this sort of like stop motion kind of thing where like he flipped his coin and then caught it in the middle of the conversation. That's fun. I think that's kind of cool. I will need a few more materials, then we can begin. Okay. Episode 4. Okay, everything is set. Stand back. I know not how Azot will react to his slumber being disturbed. It's so cool that they're using parts of, like, I think KO effects as well. It's I think, you know, even though this is rather simplistic and minimalistic in presentation, I think it does show that you can do a lot with a little. It's kind of like when you see a puppet show where, like, sure, you're just seeing, like, you know, some marionettes, like some dumb-looking marionettes around, but, like, you know, you can kind of like fill in the rest of the gaps with your imagination, and that's a lot of what Brawlhalla lore was doing anyway. If you just kind of like read the lore and kind of filling the gaps in yourself, this is sort of like kind of going along with that, just kind of a next small little step, which I very much appreciate. There he is. You there? Are you the great Lich Azot? You have heeded our call. Will you lend us your power in destroying the Order of the Exalted Lions once and for all? Cool. Azot is really just like, you son of a gun, I'm in. Cool. There's not. It's not even a capital C. It's just cool. Cool. Yeah, sounds good, man. Lead the way. That's so. I feel like that's so fitting for Azot because he's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. You know, I've been summoned for like the 12th time. This is what you want me to do? Sure, whatever. Isn't he kind of weird for a Calamity Lord? Shut up. Excellent. Everything is finally in place. By this time tomorrow, the OEL will be nothing but a pile of ash. Ha ha! Okay. And I think there's one episode left. Excellent. Ah! Help me! OEL recruit. Interesting. Quick! Retreat to the inner sanctum! We can't. The inner sanctum is engulfed in green flame. What do we... Quartermaster Octavius! Thank goodness! A lich is tearing through the castle! We need reinforcements! They're all doing the OEL salute. I love it. Master Octavius, what are you... It's almost too easy. How goes the destruction of the outer posts? Good. It is nearly complete. And then we can... Gah! Octavius! Ugh. Did you really think your stupid trap would be enough to keep me gone? You always were such a spoil sport. How did your trip to Helheim treat you? From the looks of it, not well, I'd say. Phil in the chat, I'm not planning on playing any matches. This is just looking at the cutscenes and the new content, and that's it. I have peered into that murky dark and found what I need to save this world from your wretched presence. You think you can defeat me? The murky dark clouds your vision more than ever. Maybe you need more candles. Ah, I'll tear the head from your shoulders if it's the last thing I do. Ha ha ha! Now that's more like it. Ah! Your thirst for vengeance or my hunger for power. Let's see who the stronger beast really is. And they fight. Ooh. The battle between the wolf and the lion raged for days. Eons have passed, and the underworld still trembles on the anniversary of the monumental clash. Though the order was forever changed, the pride of the lion still roars across the land. There you go. As simple as that is, a couple of things that I noticed that is brand new from what I assumed about the story. I assumed that Diana had basically turned evil, right? Like the powers of Helheim overtook her, and she basically just turned evil along with Mordex. Like she was on Mordex's side. That's what I assumed was the case. But it looks like, according to the story, now we basically have confirmation that no, that's not the case. I think she's basically more on the side of just vengeance, and maybe she is just more of a monster, and she just like is so like thirsty for vengeance that maybe she would also either she's actually fighting for the OEL again, or she's so caught up in her own thirst for vengeance that she doesn't care about the OEL anymore, and it would be destroyed for all she cares. I think it could be either one based on what we saw. I also assumed that Honorbound Cross was on the OEL side hunting monsters, but it sounds like no. Mordex basically put together a team of Cross and Nye and Azot, which I wasn't quite expecting. But basically, that essentially clears up. Catalyzard, hello. I actually just barely finished reacting to all the cutscenes and everything. I'm just sort of giving my thoughts now. But yeah, I liked that a lot. I thought it was very enjoyable. Honestly, I feel like if the story was any longer, I feel like it would probably feel a bit tedious to people because
it would kind of drag on.
It would. Sorry, what?
It would kind of drag on if it was longer.
It would kind of drag on if it was longer, as Pat Hyena said. Yeah, and because these are basically small snippets that come from the free track of the Battle Pass, essentially. Like you just kind of like that's just like something that you unlock at that point. You can like watch it and move on. That's kind of like how the lore goes in general, right? You like it's there for people who want it, and like you can delve into it deeply if you want. But honestly, it's just kind of like, but also if you don't care about it, it's easy to skip over it. Essentially, I did notice there was a skip button as well. I believe, for example, if you were to like if we played this again, you can just push Y and just skip the whole thing. Oh, and like on Y on a controller, or whatever the keyboard button is. So yeah. Final thoughts. Honestly, my opinion hasn't really changed. I'm still pretty happy with what we have. Do I wish that there was more? Certainly, yeah. I always wish that there's more story and everything like that. But I'm honestly very pleased with this. I think it's very fun. I appreciate the added context that it gives. And like I was saying earlier, I feel like it gives. I feel like it kind of. Basically, the sort of like minimal approach is kind of does what visual novels do in general, right? The visual novel approach, it's not meant to show you everything. It's meant to basically give you ideas and allow you to sort of imagine in your mind. It's kind of like when you're reading a book and all you see is text, but if you read the book, you can imagine what is happening in your mind. You can imagine a place and characters interacting in that place. And a visual novel like this, no matter how small, is just kind of like it helps you to see what the characters look like and kind of get a sense of space and scale for what's happening. Catalyzard says in the Twitch chat, yeah, it's good for people who are visual instead of reading all of the lore. It's just another option added for people who are interested in lore. Exactly. So yeah, again, I understand some people's frustration. I will admit I do find it kind of funny though that the people who I've seen who are frustrated by that are usually not the biggest lore nerds. I'm not saying that's necessarily an excuse. I think those people generally just have higher standards for anything that Blue Mammoth Games makes at this point. Which, if they want to do that, that's fine. But and I have seen a couple of lore nerds express a little bit of frustration at like how minimal this approach is. But the way I see it, I'm just happy it's here at all. I'm happy to get additional context that helps even me, the lore master, get more understand the story of the battle pass better, of this battle pass better. And I feel like if the Brawlhalla developers are going to keep doing this kind of thing, like kind of presenting the story in snippets along the free battle pass, what we see here is probably going to be the worst version of it. It's probably going to be the least refined version. Just like everything else in the game, it's just going to get better and better. And just like everything, just like how battle passes have been, just like how cosmetics and how gameplay has been, everything's just going to get better. And I'm excited for that. And I'm very happy to see that. It also just feels fitting that they added the story here in this Battle Pass Classic as opposed to earlier ones, because Battle Pass Season 4 is, when it first came out, I was so incredibly stoked by it. It was the first Battle Pass to really, really lean into lore, like in a really meaningful way. Because Battle Pass Season 1, it was just like general Japanese yokai, Hattori, demon, whatever. Battle Pass 2 was general, just like cool synthwave stuff and all that. Battle Pass 3 was general like Jotun, Norse mythology. Battle Pass 4 actually talks about the Order of the Exalted Lion. It talks about the rivalry between Mordex and Diana. And probably one of my absolute favorite like revelations from this battle pass, if I can find it, is this right here. See this avatar? This avatar is this is Cross's coin, right? This is, if you look at so this avatar is called the Geminius Virens, and this is specifically Cross's coin. If you choose Cross in here, where is Cross? Here we go. If you look very closely at the coin that he has, that's the same exact coin with a little smiling demon. So what is the Geminius Virens? If you go to Mordex's lore, the only reference to the Geminius Virens is in Mordex's lore. Basically, it's just mentioned in the second to last paragraph, the Geminius Virens was Mordex's ultimate target. And that's all we learn. That's all we know. We don't know, we never knew what the Geminius Virens was or what it did until Battle Pass Season 4, when we got this avatar that showed Cross's coin and the name Geminius Virens. So now we know. That was a lore mystery that lore nerd like me had been wondering for years, and suddenly we got this answer. And I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really neat. Also, the world building of having the coat of lions colors and all that. I see Buzz Princess in Twitch chat said, also we got that the Mad King of Batavia could have been a werewolf. I don't know where in Battle Pass Season 4 we got that necessarily. But there are parts in the lore that say that like he could have been or something. But anyway, yeah. There you go. That is Barondipitus's reaction to the cutscenes and the new content in Battle Pass Season 4, Battle Pass Classic Season 4. Very happy with it, and I look forward to the Jaws of a Mad King avatar. That's right. Yeah, there's an avatar that talks about that is called that. If I can, here we go. Jaws of a Mad King. So there's that. That's a cool little sort of like little snippet Easter egg sort of thing. But
if I may add, I think why some people are also kind of frustrated is because when compared to like something what Swerve did, it does seem a little lackluster.
People are comparing these little story snippets to Swerved and Pepino's fan creations, especially Battle Pass animations.
The recent,
which
like,
again,
I get it from that point of view, but like I think at this point BMG is a pretty well-off company. I'm pretty sure they could have hired someone for it. So
it is possible that they could have, but for whatever reason, it's possible they could have like maybe hired some more people or spent some more resources on this. but for whatever reason, they didn't. And I'm not going to speculate on why they didn't. And
maybe it's a proof of concept if people like it more. They'll
it could be
invest more in it.
Honestly, it could be. The very first the very first Battle Pass Season 1 didn't even have a completionist avatar. Like I feel like Battle Pass Season 1 also was kind of a bit of a proof of concept to kind of see what works and what doesn't. A lot of little things like that tend to be what happens. But I do agree that sometimes fan works can seem like better creations than what game developers do, and I've seen that in many other fandoms as well. I think it comes down to priorities as well. A fan is willing to, if a fan is willing to make something really cool like that, then they are. And I do hope that maybe we get a little closer to that kind of thing.
But also like recency bias as well, right?
Sorry, what?
But again, it is also recency bias. Recency bias as well, because Swerve did just make it, and then now they're doing it. And there's only two things to compare it, to.
Yeah.
And by comparison, it is a
some recency bias with stuff that Swerve/Pepino had made. So, anyway, I feel like it's something that will pass. Someone in the chat said, "I'm not too lore heavy, but I like this Battle Pass lore." Good, awesome. This is definitely one of my favorites until you get to like season 8 or 9. But there you go. I've got nothing else for this video. We've been going on for about half an hour, so thank you very much for watching, everyone on Twitch and on YouTube. And until next time, all the best.